Okay, now we are going to demonstrate the continuous locking stitch. So again, at the beginning, just a simple stitch that's been tied, and you can see we cut one end and leave the end attached to the needle still there, so you still have length. Now what we're going to do, again, this is just a plastic needle, just a model, and what we're going to do is we're going to do stitch, stitch. Looks like simple. The only difference is that now we have a loop. If you looked here, you'll find that the loop, when I tighten, there is a loop. Okay, and now I can hold the stitch still there. Okay, so I'm making a loop. Needle holder goes in. If I make a loop like this, then needle holder goes in, needle goes in, goes out. Pull the thread through the loop, so it's a locking stitch. Again, I'll make another loop. Needle holder, needle goes inside the loop, goes out inside the loop. So now I have a locking stitch. Okay, now another one. Again, loop in, out, and keep pulling. Okay, now important things to notice is that these are tight. If I don't tighten this one, it will be difficult to tighten afterwards. So if I leave this, for example, loose, I'm not going to tighten it, and I'm just going to do two more knots that are tightened. Okay, you can see when I'm pulling, this does not tighten. Okay, so this remains loose. All this is loose. Okay, so it's very important when we're doing locking stitch that we have to tighten it one stitch at a one throw at a time. Every time we do it, we need to tighten it, otherwise it will be very loose and I cannot tighten it all at the end. Okay, so again, this is the loop. Needle goes in, out, inside the loop, keeps, and then I tighten it, and then make a loop again. And again, and out. Again, tighten, and then I hold it inside the loop, keep going, and again I tighten it, and then at the end what I'm going to do is, rather than making another one inside the loop, we can, but you don't have to. This is going to be the end, so I can just have it outside the loop as if it's a simple stitch, and then I end up with this one loop one side and free end one side, and I can just tighten it as if I'm doing a normal simple stitch. So needle holder in the middle, 1 2 throws, go here, don't pull it too much, just have it in the middle, and then tight enough, and again needle holder in the middle, 1 throw on top, hold the end and pull it through, the other way around, again tight just enough, again needle holder in the middle, 1 throw on top, end on the other side, pull it through, again pull it through, and that's it, and that's the continuous locking stitch, and I end up with cutting this end. Again, we're going to demonstrate locking continuous stitch. So the first stitch is exactly the same. It is as a normal simple stitch in equal distance from both sides, from both edges, and then we'll just lock it. Now, after we start as a simple continuous, but now we're going to go to a locking. The main difference is that we pass the needle the same way, but then it has to go within a loop rather than going outside the loop. So that's now going inside the loop, so it becomes a locking. Again, we make a loop of the state of the suture, and that's become now a locking. Again, and then to make it locking, you have to go inside the loop. So pass the needle inside the loop. So again, inside the loop, and we pull, and we have another locking. Final stitch, just a normal, as we demonstrated before, just like a normal stitch. It doesn't have to be locking the last one. And then again the needle in the middle, needle holder in the middle, hold the stitch, and pull one direction, in the middle, other direction, one more, and that's it, that's locked. Once we got this, then we can cut, and now we have a continuous locking stitch.